will do good in Mexico?
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
アレハンドロ先生の経歴にですね、移民ドクターというのがありますね。それとグローバルヘルス専門家となっていますけど、この移民ドクターっていうのはどういう仕事なんでしょうか。
So basically what we do, we screen immigrants, specifically when people are moving from one country to another country. So let's say the only countries in the world that they have a screening program for legal or authorized immigrants are the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and United Kingdom. Those are the only 5 countries in the whole world that during among their administrative immigration process, they include a medical examination. So we are just a few doctors worldwide with that certification who can screen for immigrants and look for different things from mental health issues to communicable diseases and many other aspects. It's a very complex and very interesting job. And I did that for many years.
Wow.
And I learned a lot, to be honest. And that, led me with the conclusion that potentially a pandemic was coming.
いや、興味深いですね。
It was interesting.
そんなことがあるなんて、日本には移民ドクターは存在しませんよね。
Yes. Every country. So for example, and there are very few because it's very difficult to get into this program. Very few. You have to go through a very hard process to get in, and you have to be invited. So they select specific doctors in every country of the world, so they can screen for this specific population because it's a program that you have to develop a lot of trust that you are doing the right thing because you're screening accordingly to the guidelines, and then they can be ready to move to the next country. Like, for example, if any Japanese citizen who is willing to move from Japan to the United States, Canada, or all these countries, they have to go through this process and they have to look for a registered, licensed panel physician. Like in Tokyo, there are very few, no more than 5, very few. And they go to see them. He makes the screen. He sent all the paperwork to the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo, and then they can continue with the process. So it's a very unique job.
それは知りませんでした。
ね、そのアレハンドロさんはそのうちの一人ということなんですよね。
I used to be. I used to be. I'm not part of that program anymore. And there's an interesting story behind that. But we left that for another interview.
なるほど。
はい。大量移民に関しては先生のお考えどうでしょうか。メキシコ国境からね、バイデン政権の時に大量にやってきていた移民がいますけど。
Immigration has been forever since the beginning of mankind. Immigration, it's a social phenomenon.
不法移民のことですけどね。
The thing is that when it's orderly, that's immigration that everybody wants. But when it's unorderly, that's a different issue, totally different issue for everybody.
なるほど。先生のプロフィールなんですけど、枠接種はしていないけども半枠ではないという。で、良いものはごくわずかだという理解なんですけど、何が良い枠なんでしょうか。
Since the beginning of my career as a physician, specifically as an immunologist and because of this indoctrination that we receive as doctors in medical schools and fellowships and residencies and so on, that's worldwide. That's part of the program. you get indoctrinated and you believe in different things. But when you start questioning about the efficacy and different aspects of these specific products, then you understand that not all of them are good. And as I study and I investigate and I research and I talk to more and more of my colleagues internationally in Japan, in Korea, in the US, Canada, everywhere, with very intelligent doctors, I started to understand more and more things. And so right now there are only few that I trust, and probably not even those at this point in time, because there's so many stories and so many data and so many things behind that.
なるほど。
Obviously, the main that I will never recommend to anybody, anywhere, under any circumstance, are the toxic injectable products of investigation, so-called COVID.
ああ、そりゃそうですよね。
そうですよね。
What was the general feeling of the Japanese population there? What happened? Can you tell me a little bit about that? What was your experience
何についてでしょうか。
about the COVID shots?
ほとんどね、皆がもう政府が言いなりというか従ったと言ってもいいでしょうね。多くの人が考えることをしなかったということだと思いますよ。単純に多くの人が言った通りにやりました。で、なんて言うんでしょうね、その光景を見て、我々としてはただただ驚き、羊のように従ってるっていう感じでしたよね。で、日本の場合は義務化もなかったしね、薬物の。でもマスクをもともと好きだっていうのもありますよ。マスクをつけ始めたんですよね。で、ほとんどの人がマスクを しました。で、好きだからというのをちょっと超えて、しかしね、好きだからマスクはするかもしれないけど、しかし接種に関しては今までの経験、子宮頸がんこととかもあるから、お母さんたちがそんな簡単にはやらないんじゃないかと、我々は話してたんですよ。だけどあっという間にもうやりましたからね。本当に
意外でした。
本当驚きましたね。
いや本当にね。
ショックでした。
Why I think that happened, it was because the whole operation was so cleverly produced that it was that they were able through mass media and social media and so on and so forth to inject that amount of fear and create this mass formation. So people, they were so afraid that everything made sense to them, and they said, we should do it. We have to do it in order not to get sick or affect my loved ones and my family and my group and my community.
本当にまさにそう言ってましたね。
What was your personal stand during the COVID operation? How was with you? What happened with you?
コロナ前と全く同じですよ。もうパンデミックの1日目からね、義務化にも反対してましたし、我々のカフェアレハンドロさんもいらっしゃいましたけど、1日もこのことが原因で閉めませんでした。ずっとノーマルを貫きましたね。で、狂ってるとかね、人殺しとかも言われましたけどね。でも続けてきました。
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. それでは見てくれている日本の医療従事者で戦っている人たちに対してのメッセージをお願いします。
I encourage them to continue the fight because this is not over. This is actually the tip of the iceberg. We're just getting started. And continue to be brave. Continue to be close and true to your beliefs, and spread the word with your patients, with your communities, everywhere, and take care of your patients from the real aspect of medicine, from your heart. First, do no harm and just take care of people, help them, guide them, and hold them through their process. Be brave and continue this great work.
Great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。Gracias.
Bye.